Welcome back, guys. Kind of a quick video today because we have a brand new reward store update for the UGN loyalty store. Now, I don't normally cover these because it's been a lot of like reprints and mats, pins, and just alternate art cards, but we got something exciting this week only, and maybe they'll give us some these later, but maybe not. But we've got two returning KoF King of Fighters Neomax characters and a brand new Neomax character. Now, these characters will be standard legal as of Godzilla Reign of Kaiju's release, which will be March 13th. The first one we get is Rio, which you can't read. Okay, so we're just going to go to Ultra. And Rio. Character? Rio. So this Rio is a reprint, a retro reprint, but it will be standard legal. And this is actually, can I find the news for the reward store? That would be even better because it would show you the newer pictures. Here we go, reward store update. So reward store fresh with symbols, pride, and King of Fighters exclusive promos. To avoid any issues with deck preparation for Worlds, the KoF promo characters will be standard legal with the release of Godzilla Reign of Kaiju in March. So first we get Rio. Rio is a 6 hand size 28 health character with air, fire, and order, just like his retro counterpart. He has Enhance. Your punch attack gets +1 damage for each attack in your card pool. Note it does not say attack card. And it says you may discard 1 card. If you do, this attack gets +1 speed for each attack in your card pool. So pitch a card from your hand and you can give an attack +1/+1 for every attack in your card pool. Pretty cool. And then as a first enhance, so the first enhance ability you play during your enhance step, if your punch attack is completely blocked, your rival loses 1 health, or loses health equal to its printed damage, only playable if you have no cards in your hand. So kind of the same build as Deku 1, where kind of wants you to empty your hand in order to use these big abilities. So that's pretty cool. And it's neat that we get him and one of his other teammates, but we don't get their third teammate. We don't get Goro from King of Fighters. We get a brand new character. So that's very interesting. Next we have Robert, who is Chris Smith's favorite character from King of Fighters, a 6 hand size 29 health character with the air, death, and order symbols. Again, sharing 2 symbols as KoF teams are bound to do. And whereas Rio dealt with punches, Robert deals with kicks. So as an enhance, you make a check of 4. So make a control check like you normally would when playing a card, but you do this as your cost for your effect. And if you pass the control check, your kick attack gets +1 speed for each other attack in your card pool. Excuse me. So the more you string out, the faster your attacks get. And then enhance, your kick attack gets powerful X. X equals the number of face-up attacks in your card pool. And you may discard up to 2 cards from your hand as though you were spending momentum to pay for this card's powerful ability. So what's cool about this is you can give all of your attacks powerful. So if you have abilities that say your powerful attack gains speed or something like that, you can do that for all of your kick attacks. But when you use the powerful ability, if you don't have any momentum, you can just discard up to 2 cards from your hand to gain that powerful damage. Because powerful says spend any number of momentum, and for each momentum, and in Robert's case, for each card you discard from your hand, your attack gets plus X damage. X equals the powerful rating. So if you have 3 kick attacks in your card pool, this attack gets powerful 3, and you can discard up to 2 cards in your hand for 6 damage. Very, very powerful kick character here, but the one I'm most excited for, I have hiccups, excuse me, is the brand new King, the Beautiful Kicks Illusion. Now, King was in Neomax, but she was part of Team Female Fighters, who, and instead of having air, life, and order like she does now, she had life, earth, and water. She's still a 7-hand size character, but she has 20 health now instead of, I believe, 19 as she used to. And she has 2 brand new enhances. The first is only your attack, and Tenacious, playable while she is committed. Your non-throw attack gains kick if you have 10 or less health. Your kick attack is +2 speed and +2 damage. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. And then you gain 1 health. So your non-throw attack gains kick, guaranteed. You gain 1 health, guaranteed. And if you're at 10 or less health, your attack gets 2 speed and 2 damage. So if you can stay within that sweet spot, maybe find a way to pay life, you can just give 2/2 to all your attacks. And then enhance Commit King, the Beautiful Kick's illusion. Your rival commits 1 foundation for each attack in your card pool. So that's pretty awesome. And she shares 2 symbols with Chun-Li, who her and Jamie have a lot of air kicks. Obviously, Robert likes those air kicks as well. And Rio for punches. Actually, let's check out some of those punches, because if we're looking at future standard, because we're going to be losing everything from Jet Burn going forward, air, fire, order, attack, punch. What are some cool things? The upward Raikoken, powerful 3. You can discard an attack. You can discard a card for +1 damage for each attack in your card pool and +1 speed if you discard a card. And then powerful 3 is pretty good. And you can clear cards from your card pool if this card is completely blocked. Beta Blade's neat. Great way to get some momentum too. Flurry of Blows, which you can give speed to after you play your powerful ability. Knockout Punch is neat. Attack Titan's Haymaker is really good. Stun 2. I could pitch a card to give it a bunch of damage. That's pretty nice. Blackout's good. +1 damage for each attack in your card pool, and then an additional +1 damage and +1 speed potentially if you discard the card. Speed and damage with Geyser. Polar Demon Gouge. Amatsu Izanami. Ayame. Well, the Polar Demon Gouge and Blackout, these are all on air. These ones are all on order, but that's still a lot of good order punches with the June Kazuma cards. Double Jumbo Fist. You can just stack stats on stats on stats. You can play Double Jumbo Fist, pitch it another Double Jumbo Fist for +1/+1, and then use Double Jumbo Fist to add that discarded card to your card pool for 2/2, and then get another 1/1 from the other Double Jumbo Fist static. So you're giving 4/4, so that's an 8 mid-8 on your first attack. And sure, you're playing with a little bit of extra progressive difficulty, but you're scaling stats. That's awesome. And then double Big Fist Bash is a good way to discard cards from your card pool or discard cards from your hand if you wanted to empty your hand quickly. On order, Double Fist of the Mortal Flame for fire. And then we are losing everything from Plus Ultra down, because we are losing everything from Jet Burn and beneath. So Rio has a little less to work with, but again, we are getting a whole new Tekken set, which will probably have a lot of good punches for him to work with. And then let's check out our kicks. Kick. For Robert and... Ooh, draw a card and discard a card. Nice. Both players draw a card. You can give attack flash. Speed bonuses. Increased velocity is nice. So it gets 1 speed, 1 damage for each other attack with printed 5 speed or greater in your card pool. So if you're trying to stack attacks in your card pool with Robert to give a whole bunch even more speed, you absolutely could do that and then give this attack powerful X and just dunk. Increased velocity Robert could be pretty fun. Spinning crescent kick is good because once per turn while it's in your card pool, if your attack isn't blocked, you can give it an additional 2 damage. If you're scaling all of this speed with Robert, your rival's just eventually not going to be able to block you anymore. Arrow kick's good for, like, King. Not necessarily Robert, maybe, because it would just get the speed. Tensho kicks. Tensho kicks is really good with Robert, because if you're scaling speed to where your rival can't block anything, you're just dealing extra burn damage with Tensho kicks. And there's the 1/6 foundation from the Chun-Li and Jamie deck that sacrifices itself to add a kick from your discard pile to your card pool. That's going to really increase the abilities of Robert and King. So that's going to be pretty fun. Causes Fatal Cleave. Brazilian Kick would be really good for King if you've already used your commit ability. If it's received speed and damage bonus, this attack gets 1/1. That's okay. Fudge and Flurry's alright. Luna Arc. Luna Ring. Shoot Style if it's the only card in your card pool. Octane Rush. That's kind of good if you play this as like your third attack in Robert to give it 3 speed. At least I believe it's for each other attack, so you'd have to play it 4th. So playing it on an 8 for 3 speed and 3 damage is kind of rough. I don't know. You do have your EX too, so that's another way to use that. Recipro Turbo, all your kicks get +2 speed on top of Robert's boost. That's pretty good. Shoot Style Mix-Up. Turbo Speed Dash, obviously really good for Robert, so if it resolves, you could draw up to 2 cards. 60% power. It's already a powerful 2, but you can give it like powerful 3 or powerful 4. You could give it... Yeah, because Robert just says you may discard up to 2 cards from your hand when you play the powerful ability, not necessarily the powerful ability you give it. So with this powerful 2, if it was like the second card you play, so I'll give it powerful 2 again, I'm just going to discard 2 cards for powerful 2 and say your check to block this gets -3, and I've given it speed. So Death Kicks with 60% power could be cool. Falling Heel Strike, Spirit Charge Kick is neat. And then High Roundhouse, because we will be losing St. Louis Smash and lower. Are there any good life kicks? Because King does have life. Mikasa's Flying Knee. Discard a card for +3 damage. Bullet Kick could be really good. It's a powerful 3. And if it deals damage, you can add a non-attack from your discard pile to your hand. Fudge and Flurry. Stomp of the Female type. If you're at 10 or less health, you can give your kick 2 speed and 2 damage, which can double then to 4 speed, 4 damage, and gain a health. So that could be a 7 mid 7. High Roundhouse is good. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So the way you get these promos is you go to play.uvsgames.com. You click rewards. Obviously, you would log in. If you don't already have an account, you can set one up for free. And I believe if you use, if you don't have an account yet, and when you sign up, it might ask like where you heard about the UGN. I think you might be able to put my name in there, just to let them know who sent you. But this is where you can get loyalty points for playing in your local game stores, and you can even get local casual events. I think it's 3 times per week for 10 points apiece, and you can just do like casual play. So that's pretty fun. These cards are 120 points apiece, but if you buy the Challenger series, I believe you get 30 points per Challenger Series. So for the new King of Fighters decks, if you pick one up, there's an insert in there where you can get a code that you can redeem for allows me to sign in here. But you can see my I spent a lot of points on those champ cards, and then I spent a whole bunch. So yeah, I redeemed 60 points because I bought both decks, so 30 points apiece. It fell off because I just bought one of each of these awesome new promos, so I only have 50 points. Guys, UVS Games, please don't put anything cool on there until I've gotten at least 120 points back, please. or make the individual cards cheaper. That would be very nice, since we cannot redeem for packs anymore. That was my main way of generating points, was redeeming for packs. But now we get inserts for boxes, and each box gets us 60 points. Each Challenger Series gets you 30. And I think going forward, starter decks will get you 10, but I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember if starter decks get you anything. But yeah, so just quick video on these awesome new character cards, including the brand new King. And she's brand new because you can see she doesn't have the difficulty, block modifier, or control like her retro brethren do. So, but these all three will be standard legal. So really awesome to see. And I hope to see more stuff like this in the future. Not only for KoF, because there's so many other cool characters I want to see come back, but for Tekken. I would love to see characters from Tekken, even not necessarily Tekken 8, because I don't know much about that game, but other Tekken characters that we don't get in the set, I would love to see as Redemption Store promos that could be rotated on like once a month. To where it's like, oh, like the second week of the month, we're going to get the King of Fighters back. The third week of the month, we're going to get the Tekken characters back. So it's not so much a fear of missing out, because these can be rotated, and they could come back. So I think that'd be really cool, and I'd love to see this going forward. But what do you guys think? What do you think of these returning retro characters and the brand new King Beautiful Kicks Illusion? I know I'm excited. So let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.